What's up, everyone? This is AFTERBUZZ TV, and we're talking Blindspot, Season 2, Episode 10. A lot of stuff happened. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's for the way you look at me.
The song is super fitting.
Yes.
It's so
it
fitting.
is.
We had some,
yes.
a
little romance.
Two romances.
Yeah. A little love in the air.
I'm really excited to talk about it already. Yeah. But I'm Nick Mardi, and this is AFTERBUZZ, and we talk about Blindspot right now, Season 2, Episode 10. Great episode. We're back from the mid-season finale.
Yes.
Talk about that. And I'm joined by my great guest and co-host. My bad, not guest. He's always with me. But this is Mr. Mike. Where can we find you at?
Hey, man, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere at OneYoungsta, which is ONEYOUNGSTA.
Look, he's a great guest, co-host. What more do you want?
Yeah.
But let's start it off with this. This episode was great to come back to. And I gotta say, we gotta start it off with Reed and Zapata.
Oh, yeah.
We had some
little bit of love.
Romance,
little love. Yeah.
That's why I had to choose this song.
Yeah.
It fit in so nicely.
It was nice to see them kind of like alone in the hospital and just enjoying their company.
Yeah.
You know,
within each other,
and you know, she's like caring for him, and she's like, you know, I'll be here for you and things like that. And it was nice. It was really nice to see the softer side of Zapata, because she's a hater. She's a Jane hater.
She is a hater. She is a hater. I completely agree with that. So it was nice to see a softer side.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got some eyes for each other.
Yeah.
We glaring.
Little Florence Nightingale up in there. You know?
Exactly. You can't say better than that.
Yeah, you know, she was really caring for him. And then even towards the end of the episode, when they shared some time together, you know, she was, you know, smiling, giving the splashing the pearly whites. And
was it too much though?
Maybe it was too much, because I think he read some, you know.
Look, I even relate to it as a guy. We all the time, if a girl even talks to me, I'm like, she's flirting with me. And she just said hi. I'm like, she totally is flirting with me.
She spent a lot of time with him at the hospital, even at home, talking about making him food. So he's thinking, hey, we've been partners this long, and now you're going the extra mile. Maybe there's something there, you know? And he went for it. He kissed her.
I agree.
Didn't really work out how he wanted it to.
Nor does it for me. So that's why I completely relate to him.
Yeah, I was kind of upset with the show. And it's because...
Not the whole show.
Not the whole show.
The part.
Just this part, because... Yeah. I really want them to go on and get together. I feel like
really
there's something there
for this.
Yeah, I've been
pulling.
Pushing for this.
You have been pulling for this
the whole time. NBC, make it happen. Reed and Zapata.
For Mike.
Yeah, for me. Make it happen for me.
I remember, you've been pulling for this relationship all the time.
I feel like something's there.
She's been keeping the secrets for this guy.
I think
she's been smiling with him.
I think she's lying. I think she's lying with the whole, I'm just your friend, I just want to be friends. I think maybe she's afraid of commitment or something, but I think she's got some love for him. I think she's just trying to hold back right now.
Because she's so serious. Like you're saying she's a hater. Maybe it's not even, you know, that we could define her as a hater. Maybe she just takes things very seriously. Yeah. She's about the job. Yeah. And she doesn't want, you know, a relationship to get in her way.
Her life. Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, it could be that. Or she could straight up be a hater. but in the end, you know, the kiss wasn't right time, right place. Look at us. I feel like we should be on The Bachelor. We need to be discussing The Bachelor. Ooh, the relationship.
The relationship, I felt it went so well.
I thought the kiss was heavenly. Because that's how they talk on The Bachelor.
When they kissed, I was like, yes. And then I was like,
me too. I imagine you watching it and getting so excited about it.
Because I was like, oh yeah, it was a roller coaster moment, because you went high, and I was like, yes. Yeah. They finally kissed. It finally crossed the threshold, and then she was like, no. And I was like, yeah. So yeah, I was deflated because of the kiss. It didn't land how Reed wanted it to, but you know, it's okay, because we have a lot of other moments that, you know, they were hot.
We have a lot of episodes left in the season.
Yes.
So have faith.
Yes,
have faith. It can still happen. Maybe producers hearing this like this. Change episode 21.
Change it. Change it all.
So, I mean, that was a great part of the episode. Yeah. One of many little side stories of this whole episode. Yeah. Because next we have Roman and Jane in the car.
Oh, yes.
Roman's blank.
Yes. And a very good start to the episode, too.
Yeah, really good. But it was like it went 0 to 100 real quick. Drake would have been proud of this one, right? Drake would have been proud of this 0 to 100.
Yes.
Because they're just
quick.
riding around the car. You know, he's blank. He has no idea. I'm your sister. I'm your sister. I would be like, what are you talking about, lady?
Man,
I have no idea.
He shoots first, asks questions later. Like he picked up that gun, started shooting immediately. He didn't take any chances. I got to give Roman props for that because you know when you wake up, you don't know what's going on. You know you got a bullet in you.
We've been there.
Yeah,
we wake up.
I've been there. Wake up, bullet in me. I don't know what's going on. It's a lady saying she's
so
my sister.
I gotta fight my way out.
You know I gotta shoot people. There's nothing wrong with shooting people if you don't know who they are.
It's blind spot.
Man. But yeah, that was cool. You know, you get the when they stopped the car and they had that fight scene. That was really cool to just see. You know, even though he was blank as far as his memories, how much he retained, I guess, from muscle memory, I guess, just to be able to fight. Because you think, as someone who's been zipped, that he wouldn't know anything, but he was like Jason Bourne in that piece because
I mean, it could have been that he was so scared.
True.
Yeah,
so that could have you know really like jump started that kind of like
me in middle school
attitude.
I was scared. I didn't know I knew how to fight, but all of a sudden I'm fighting my way.
Yep,
I'm fighting my way out of these bullies. You know,
chopping. And,
I got a little bit of Roman in me.
Everyone.
I was never zipped. I was just a nerd.
I was just a nerd, but then I started punching people.
I became Roman
with the fist of iron.
I was like Shepherd's Posse. Shepherd's Posse was the school bullies. That's how I relate.
Shepherd's Posse got handled easily though, but they got handled very, very well.
They did.
But
it was fun to watch. You know, the fight scene good. I think Blindspot's fight scenes have picked up immensely. It was very. Is that proper word used right there? Immensely. It's immensely picked up.
Yeah,
I think I was throwing out too big of vocabulary for myself.
Yeah, we can do that. We can use that. I'll allow it.
The middle school. It was a middle school problem.
Oh, okay.
Once again, but no, I think the fight scene was awesome. I think when he jumped out of the car, I was like, "Don't! Oh, he's gonna do! Oh my god!"
Yeah,
but then I think he's so scared that he's like, I gotta get away from this lady.
You know,
saying like, you're my sister. I don't even know who you are. You know.
Yeah, and for him to take her down and then steal the car, kind of. I wouldn't say it was easy because they did go back and forth, but he was well equipped as someone who has no memory.
I will say I saw him jog to the car, and Jane did not bother to get up. She just watched him.
She was just like, hey.
Just saying.
She was like, look, hey, I've had enough.
I just saw her look up, and I was like, he isn't even hitting like 5 miles per hour walking back.
She did bust the window trying to get him out of the car.
Yo, she got that Iron Man Fury, like that Hulk smash.
She was like,
bow! It was that
and it didn't faze him either. Roman is
still turning on the car, having a time of like, bye, sister, whoever you are.
Yeah, I don't know this lady. I'm out of here.
Yo, he was so chill.
So he wakes up and commits 2 felonies and like a misdemeanor.
Well, then you're right. We can go. Okay. He's like, he calls when Jane's taken in because he drove away. He's like, whatever, 2 eggs or something like that. He goes to the diner.
Yeah, he sees the billboard.
Yeah, so, I mean, this guy wakes up. I want to start my mornings like that, you know?
Yeah,
you
start your morning.
Bow, you're done. You get your work done. You get the gym done.
Yeah, you get your work, gym, everything's done.
His agenda's done.
You know, beat somebody up real quick and you're out of there.
His agenda's like, find my memory, find my sister, fight someone, go to a diner,
beat someone up,
blow it up.
Don't forget breakfast.
Don't forget breakfast. Don't finish it all.
The thing that was scary about the breakfast scene was that when the little girl picked up his quarter or whatever, he grabbed his fork like he was about to shiver. I'm like, yo, she's like 12.
Chill. His memory is so gone he can't he doesn't know an adult from a child.
He eased up. Like he balled up his fist, but then he was like, no.
The whole shot was just on the
Yeah, he was like
grasping that. Yo, you saw veins popping out. He was mad at that little girl.
So, but at least enough of his memory or his compassion came in to be like, you know what? Don't kill the kids.
When she did say, I'm a pirate too, I thought he was going to smirk, but he actually didn't even smirk.
Yeah, he did ease up. He eased up, you know. So.
I thought he was going to get a little tickle because she's a child and oh, haha, that's cute.
Yeah.
But I think he's just so phased right now. He couldn't even smile with this kid. He was just like, good, she's not trying to kill me.
Yeah. Thought she was like a baby agent or something.
But then it got weird when this empty restaurant, started becoming full of patrons that all look similar, dress
Very
similar.
similar.
Yeah, just like all spreading and sitting around him, near him.
And when I saw that, I thought of the Captain America scene in the elevator.
Oh.
Like, because all of them came in, I was like,
Yeah.
this doesn't look good.
He's not trying to go to 4-7. He's not trying to go 4-15. They're trying to follow you.
Yeah, but it was cool that he gave the waitress and the child a chance to leave because he knew he was about to give them some Chuck Norris action.
Yeah, well, with some help. With some help.
Yeah.
But he didn't know that.
Nah,
well,
not at
actually,
the
he
time.
didn't even really need the help because, you know, he slit
He slit one guy's throat.
from Shepard's men, one of Shepard's men.
And then, like, 2 guys got shot. I think the FBI team shot one guy. But he kind of had it under control.
He had it under control. That clip was full. Let me tell you about that, because that clip did not run out. And it was one clip, and it was just blasting.
That was one of the fullest clips.
That was one of the fullest clips. Yeah, grah, grah.
Now, I will say, rest
proud.
in peace to all of the sweet potato pies that were up on the counter that got shot. Rest in
Real
peace.
talk.
Yeah, because I saw them and I was just like,
And you know how they were good too? The waitress kept offering dessert and pie. She's like, "Are you sure?" He was like, "Ugh. Are you sure you don't want pie?"
That's how you know the pie is good.
They have some good pie.
And they murdered the pie.
They had to shoot up the pies. Was that on your agenda, Roman?
Yeah, you know, I mean, just now, at the same time, if Shepard's men didn't come, then the pie would have been safe.
Wait, were those Shepard's men though? I didn't catch on to that. Were all those men her? Mm-hmm. I thought only the guy, one guy was with a green shirt.
All of the like lumberjack men were Shepard's men.
All the guys who worked at the log company that didn't exist in the area.
Yeah, like Shepard, who used to work for SVU. No, I was just playing. But that was a cool scene, and just to see him, like, he stabs the guy in the neck, and when he sees Jane again, he kind of just like decompresses, and it was cool to see him kind of like relax a little bit.
Yeah,
because you know he's been through so much in this last hour or two, I guess you could say, and it's cool to see the thing that I liked about their dynamic in this episode when he gets back to the FBI headquarters is that you kind of see her, I guess, sort of reconnecting with her brother, even though her brother's been like,
it's a fresh start. I feel like that's why she's so like on the inside really excited to start over with him because he's not evil, he's not brainwashed,
and because she didn't know him.
Yeah.
So now they kind of sort of get to start from the same period and I guess sort of forget the past, even though those memories will come back. But I do think that she's excited to have her brother back with her. So, and I like that about the episode. I think it helped build Roman's character outside of what we know with just the Sandstorm team. And it was touching.
I have to say, I'm pretty surprised actually that he even went back with them.
Okay.
If I was thinking in Roman's head, I wouldn't have gone back with anyone. I almost would have, because it seemed like he didn't know anything at all. And he has enough muscle memory to fight people off.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be creeped out by your skills? You're like, why am I so good at this? And then I would have been like, let me just go start over. I'm like,
on my own.
But then all of a sudden the show's done. If it was Nick Mari's Blindspot, this was the finale.
Should have been over.
This is series finale. but I was thinking it was going to be completely like a Matt Damon Bourne Identity.
Oh, okay.
Just goes out, figures out the program from the outside, goes in alone. But apparently he has enough compassion for this lady who says, it's his sister, and so for somebody who has the skills of an agent. Says, okay, I believe you. That's what I was a little taken back for.
Maybe it was one of those things where he was like, hey, these are the people that aren't trying to kill me.
True. Well, the other guy who came from Shepard said, I'm not here to hurt you. Come with me. He approached her really nicely, and he's like, I'm going to stay here wait for my sister.
Yeah, and that's when they wanted to put the pressure on him.
Yeah.
And it didn't end well for them.
No. But it didn't end well, really, for him either.
Yeah, well, at the end of the episode, we have Roman, at least with his sister, and with Kurt Weller, who we know isn't going to hurt him.
I mean, I could be reading into it too much, but, look in his eyes. He's now held captive, and he can't escape from somewhere where he doesn't even know if that's his sister.
True,
but
because he can only go by what she's told him.
Yeah.
So it is a leap of faith, him even trusting that.
Yeah.
But she, that is a good, because I mean,
do you want to go on a side note? Because we could go to 50 First Dates. Remember Adam Sandler going to Drew Barrymore every day? I'm your boyfriend.
Yeah.
How do we Drew Barrymore? That's trust. Every day you wake up and this guy comes to you like, I'm your boyfriend.
That is some trust. So
just saying.
He's in jail now. So
yeah. So it's like that's why I'm saying I would have thought he would have tried to infiltrate from the outside and learn everything from his own opinion instead of being told. That's the way I was taking it.
And the thing that was cool, because he had been in the FBI interrogation so long, you had Director Pellington come in and he was like, we're going to take him. You know, and actually he shook it up a lot more because he gets rid of Nas. And the thing that he said, he was like, you had one job, stop Sandstorm. He said that like it was a milk run. You had one job, order coffee. Like, yo, Sandstorm is a terrorist organization.
He must be really working on
easy
big
do you think
stuff
this is?
compared to this. Like, he must be working on like galaxy protection. If this is like, you couldn't just, like you said, deliver the milk?
Yeah.
Come on.
You couldn't just get Sandstorm? It's like, I don't know if you know, but they're
they just killed like 14 of our men.
Yeah, they're a terrorist organization that has like, you know,
I'm
different
dealing with
cells
Olamu Jabus from planet Aquadorian, and you think Sandstorm?
Sandstorm's nothing.
Yeah, like, look at me. I'm like, your galaxies.
Yeah, because I mean, he'd have to be something way larger than Sandstorm, because Sandstorm, he referred to it like they were common criminals.
Sandstorm almost shut down the power grid.
Yeah,
like for what was it, East Coast? Mm-hmm. Or was
and set up 12 agents to get murdered. Well, actually wanted to kill more than that, but they only got 12. So they're a pretty big deal.
But it was just, Sandstorm was nothing. It was nothing.
It's nothing.
It was nothing.
You can't stand. Look, if you're watching, you should be able to stop Sandstorm. What's the problem? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Get up, stop Sandstorm. That's all you got to do. Just stop him.
That's all we're asking.
I mean,
jeez, don't make us kick you off the team.
I mean, just stop Sandstorm, or you're fired.
Yeah, or you're done. Leave the building. Leave the building now.
I could see if she had been working on this case she had been working on the case before she came to the FBI. But, I mean, he says it like, he just said it as if it was an easy task.
You didn't like how nonchalant.
Yeah.
You're like,
He was like, you had one job. It's like, that one job is extremely hard.
Well, when you have Patterson, I feel like no job is hard.
Yes, and speaking of Patterson,
don't make me cry. She got shot.
I love Patterson even more now than I ever have. The way she bossed up when she was getting interrogated, like, I'm not telling you anything. You can kill me if you want. I'm not telling you nothing. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, wow, Patterson is really, and she even fought against Borden before she got shot. So I was like, wow, you know.
Do you remember Chris Brown? His song about, that song about Loyal?
Yep.
It was not about Patterson, I'll tell you that. Patterson is loyal as hell.
Man, Patterson held it down.
And, oh, my God.
To the point where I'm like, yo, she should just be the new director.
Yeah, look, we talked about this before. Patterson is the most underrated character. Look, she's appreciated. We all get that.
Yes.
But she is completely underrated.
Yeah, because I thought she was going to, I really thought she was going to be soft as cotton in the interrogation. And she pulled through for me. She really pulled through.
Yo, if you pulled out a needle that big to my ear, I'd have been like, here's what we're doing. Here, I got the agenda right here. Actually, we're showing up in about 2 hours.
225.
Here we go. I also have an Amazon package arriving. I just miscellaneous items you need to know about. I've been freaking out.
Everything.
Yeah.
But she stayed strong, even after Shepard hit her with the pipe. So that was, I was like,
I wouldn't have gotten to that point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Patterson is, yo.
You said I will get the answers. I'd have been like, here are the answers.
Yeah, here are the answers.
No needle needed.
Yeah, once I saw that needle, I probably would have just started crying.
Yeah, no,
I mean, there would have been man tears, but they would have still been crying. Hashtag man tears.
Okay.
But she really impressed me on how she handled the interrogation. Like, she was really just about that life.
Shepard got to the point where she's like, I'm just gonna kill her.
Yeah, and you got to see how radical Shepard is as opposed to Borden. Borden seems to be one of those people that are on the fence. Like, I want to do this, but I don't want to kill anyone myself.
Well, I feel like it's only because he's developed a relationship with Patterson.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The only reason why I think.
Yeah.
Because he would have killed Weller had they not needed him.
Yeah, and
he had a smile on his face.
Yeah,
like he
did.
has some sketchy stuff planned.
Before
I'm holding a gun up to the camera.
Before we
Turn into a little video now.
Before we get started on that fight scene, hashtag cardigan karate. Your boy Borden came through.
So
I was like, what? Oh, where is this coming from? Yo, Borden is sweet. Borden is way
Weller
sweeter.
looks like a fighter, man. I expected more out of this guy.
Weller looks like a straight brawler. And like,
when you get cuffed to yourself,
yeah,
come on.
Borden hit him with like some capoeira, then slid under his leg and handcuffed him to himself.
That shot was hilarious, by the way. That shot came out of nowhere.
He hit him with some Jackie Chan, handcuffed you to yourself.
Cut to the ground, and all of a sudden you see leg click. I was like, what?
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, this guy's dressed as Mr. Rogers. Apparently, and all of a sudden he just throw this out.
That's why I was like, man, that cardigan karate, man, that thing will change your life.
Yeah.
Because apparently, on nights and weekends, Borden is taking classes.
Where is this dojo?
At the local, I don't know, at the local like
I'm telling you,
YMCA.
Sensei Rogers teaching his class.
Yeah, and maybe Shepard's giving him some, I don't know, pointers or tips.
Lessons on the side. Even though she was not too happy with him, it seemed like
they definitely differ on the way they handle their I guess forward movement as far as the terrorist organization is concerned.
Yeah, I am still surprised that she left him alone. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was thinking that was either a play to see if what's the name, Patterson would say something to him, or to see if he could actually go through with it. But I didn't think she was really leaving.
Yeah, I got excited actually when Weller and Jane were coming to the house, and then the alarm started tripping. But Patterson thought it was Shepard's alarm for thinking that something was wrong with Patterson, like kill him now. So I actually got excited that they had it wasn't so cliche as to leaving her alone so she can escape soon enough. Yeah. I got excited that it was like Shepard was sounding the alarm to blow them up. I thought she was going to blow them both up because she had a camera on them. I'm reading into this episode, but
it's good. That's what we're
But I'm saying, like, I thought she had a camera on them to test him about his emotions to see if he's committed to Sandstorm. Yeah. And so the alarm sounded off as in a bomb was going to go off. But then apparently I read this much into it when it was just an alarm that there are intruders.
That there's intruders.
But it's a point, right?
I did think, that's a good point, because I thought she was standing back just to see if he would really do it. But I will say, this is something that I will allow, because I know we have to move the show forward. But when the book, the way they were like, oh, what's that book? Let me zoom in on that book. Oh, we have the book code. Use the cell phone with the book code. Oh, that works perfectly. I was just like, I'll allow it. I know we got to move the show forward. We got to find Patterson.
Yeah, that one was probably like 40 minutes in, so they were like, all right.
They're like, this is
how are the writers like, how are we going to figure out the code? Okay, what time are we at on the show so far? 40. They find the book.
They find the book, and they already have a code detector for the book. And
are you sure? Yeah, we don't. We're running out of time.
It works perfectly.
Yeah, we don't have time for Minecraft right now. Somebody putting these puzzle pieces
Because when I saw that, I was like, I'll allow it. I was like, I enjoyed this show. I've been having a good time. I'll allow this.
Allow it this time.
Yeah, this time we'll let it go. But then I hope they have a way for Sandstorm to kind of like change or fight back, because then at the end of the episode, Patterson, of course, strong arm Patterson, is in her hospital bed still working, reading notes from the mission and everything, and then she decrypts the phone with the book code breaker. Yeah. And I was just like, I hope this book code doesn't become the MacGuffin for the show. But I still enjoyed this episode. This episode was strong.
This episode had a lot going on. I think what I told you, I really appreciated it. I got so excited, I was hit my mic. Maybe it was a Roman, attitude I had real quick. But what I really appreciated is that we could come back from the mid-season finale strong, and they kind of, without like recapping, it was a recap in of itself.
Yeah.
We just picked up everything from where the characters were actually explaining what had been going on.
Yeah. And they didn't waste a lot of time with what had happened, they let you know, and it's like, okay, we're going on.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, at the beginning of the episode, I thought that Borden had gotten shot. I was like,
you said that at the mid-season finale.
Yeah, I was
you thought
thinking.
Borden got shot. Yeah.
I was thinking he got shot.
Because we wouldn't believe that Patterson got shot.
Yeah,
that is unheard of.
But
and
now
we
got some crazy.
They did it.
Like this crazy character development with Patterson that just. It blew my mind, and I'm glad to see Patterson.
It makes our respect level go to here.
Yes,
she's loyal, and she's strong, and she's willing to work while we bullet hole tortured her ear. Ugh.
And she was talking extra
Flick
loud.
my ear, and I'm trying to take a day off. You know, saying it hurts, it aches. Ooh,
my earlobe.
Yeah, my earlobe. Tell us everything. Okay, dang.
I'm delicate.
Yeah, I'm a little dull.
I can't take it. but it was cool to see kind of how she handled that. Even kind of I guess, being dumped. And
yeah,
she
weird
got
way to
dumped.
put it. What do you say? Was she dumped?
I mean, they definitely broke up.
You know
I
what?
don't know
she was
dumped,
catfished. That's what it is. She was. Yeah, give me that.
Yes.
She was catfished.
She was catfished on that.
Yeah,
because she was like, "Hey, I think this guy is he's a great psychiatrist. He works with me. He's he has a little cottage in the
wrong answer. She obviously doesn't watch Catfish on MTV. Yeah, dumb. Come on, Patterson. Watch the show. You'll
Patterson
realize
should know.
You got to look up social media.
Yes,
you got to look up the LinkedIn.
You got to swipe through. You got to look at
through. Creep on it.
Yeah, you got to look at his LinkedIn and be like,
But don't double tap pictures past 3 months, or else you are creeping, Patterson.
It's like, why are you?
She'll know now.
Why are you liking 3-month-old pictures?
Yo, that I will say I found that from someone else, but have I done that? Maybe
not.
Did I shed some man tears when I did it?
Maybe not.
Can I confirm?
But that's just a blind spot in social media.
Yeah. Oh, well played.
But I think when you have I guess the regroup at the end of Shepard and Borden, it looks like I guess he's going to be her new number 2. Because it didn't seem like anyone else important was there.
Well, that's why Shepard actually bashed Patterson's face, because Patterson was saying how everyone's leaving you.
Yeah.
And that
was deep. She was cutting deep on those words.
Yeah, she was like, blah, blah, blah.
She was like, your son left you. Yeah. And Jane left you. And everybody's leaving you.
Yeah.
You don't have nobody.
Boof. And then you saw Shepard's face afterwards. She was like,
she was like,
yeah,
I hate you.
But stop it. My world domination plane is falling through.
But they still have phase 2.
They do have phase 2. And as Patterson said, they know everything.
Yes.
But I was confused.
Even though they don't know everything.
I would have said the same thing. I wouldn't have said the same thing. But Patterson would say that. She would be like, I'm going to die anyway. But I was weird. I was confused because I feel like Shepard should know that Borden isn't so strong anymore because of how he treated Patterson. They held hands.
Well, maybe it's because, like you said, he had feelings for her. As long as she can make sure that he doesn't have feelings for anyone else, then Borden will probably be okay. Because he handled Weller pretty handily. He took Weller down. He didn't even seem to be worried about him.
He smirked after he locked him up.
Yeah, he smirked, and I was just
what
like,
do you want
wow.
me for? Why aren't you killing me? He just went,
He was like, it's not part of the plan. And he left.
Dang.
I was surprised. I was surprised at Borden. It really surprised me. He's got some skills. So, I guess, what else do we have? That's about it. That's about it for the episode, right?
The kiss.
Yeah, got the kiss.
We got Roman, and he's still being locked up. That's where we left it off.
Yeah.
Jane feels really bad. She's kind of torn right now. I guess we left it on that.
But I think she's hopeful for her relationship with her brother.
But the problem is, does she lie to him? See, I was thinking if I were in a position, not that I live a life at all like that, I wouldn't have told him either.
It's weird because she told him a semi-lie. It's kind of like when Obi-Wan told Luke that Vader killed his father. It's like, yes, your mother sort of indirectly zipped you because of what she did to us, made me have to, reset everything, but she didn't do it herself. So it's like, it's a weird...
Yeah, from his head, how do you pick that up too? You're like, wait, what even is zipping?
It's like, so store your memories, I guess you could.
And I wouldn't, the problem is, even Mr. Director walks in, and is showing him all the bodies that he's killed. In my head, I'm thinking, when you're up, especially like we discussed, he works on such big projects apparently.
Yeah.
Do they have the power that they actually just brainwash random people to bring them in? That's how sleeper agents are made.
Well, yeah,
you brainwash them like, oh, you can kill people like this.
Yeah.
Maybe I can. Maybe the guy's right. Did I kill these people? What if he didn't?
Who knows?
And he's like, maybe I did.
Because it's funny because he messed up his own logic. He was like, you don't know what you did. And it's like, well, you're telling me I killed people. Like, how do I know that you're lying to me or not? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, Pellington messed up his own logic.
See, that's why I'm like, he gave too much faith in Jane. But, I mean, I'll chill out. We're watching the show. But he gave too much faith in Jane for, like, waking up and, like, being told, I'm your sister, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Without any confirmation.
I guess it's because, like I said, she had the chance to kill him. She didn't. So maybe he just went with the flow, I guess you could say. But you have the cool thing about the way this ended, even though they had the book code cracker, is that we got to see the missing tattoo. On the I guess the test run of Jane's tattoo.
Was it a dragon?
Yeah, it was a little tiger on her neck.
Okay, yeah.
So what does the tiger represent? Where will the tiger end up? What is phase 2 about? I'm very interested.
We still got a lot of stuff to follow up on. Patterson's going to come out. She's going to strike and save the day once again. And we got Roman still locked up. We got Jane torn right now. She doesn't know how to handle the situation. We got Borden, Shepard out, ready for phase 2. Maybe they're going to jump to phase 3 because they think that Patterson and the team actually know what phase 2 is all about. Okay. A lot of things can happen is what I'm saying.
Yes.
We can go in a lot of different directions, and I'm glad we covered a lot in this episode.
Yes,
we definitely I'm happy for that.
So, you want to do predictions for the next episode?
Yeah, let's get predictions going.
Ooh.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I don't know what that sound was. I felt like it fit in. All right, let's start off with your prediction.
I think that we're going to see phase 2 get pushed up faster to try to keep the FBI off balance. I think we're going to see Reed kind of back away from Zapata, like on the team.
Yeah.
Like whenever they try to pair them up, he's going to be like, I don't want to work with her.
In a mean way, you think? Or like
not in a mean way, but just kind of like, I'd rather go with Jane or I'd rather, stay with Patterson or something like that. I'm very interested to see what Nas does because having her brother, having Jane's brother there should help get Jane out of the way for Nas to move further into the relationship with Weller, which seems like it's a kind of...
We're waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
We're interested to see what happens with that.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely interested to see how Sandstorm strikes back because I think now you're going to have Borden being the number 2, and I think he's coming for blood. I think he's coming for blood.
He mentioned his
and he's good
wife that deceased many times throughout this episode, but I want to say Roman's gonna escape. I think he's gonna escape because he doesn't know what's going on, and he's not gonna be held captive
forever.
Why? For what reason? He doesn't know what he's actually done.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna escape, and I'm putting a major thumb on that, a thumbprint on that. So therefore, I only have one prediction because I know that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I can see that happening because he's not going to let them keep him locked up forever.
Yeah, you're telling me what I did? I don't know what I did. I don't even know what my real name is.
Yeah, so I can see him being like, look, I've done the best I can. You need to let me go. And then him just being like, all right, I'm going to break out.
Yeah. That's what I feel like is
going to happen. Then you could kind of get the storyline that you were looking for with him being kind of like a loner, like not really with Sandstorm or the FBI, but just kind of on his own,
and then coming back in himself.
Yeah,
that would be amazing if that happened.
That could be cool to have like a objective third party that's not really on either side.
Yeah,
that could be interesting,
but not innocent. He's actually trying to do something with all of this and take it all in. I hope it happens. But leave in the comments below what you think is going to happen, your predictions, because I'm interested in that. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up because I know you enjoyed it. There is no choice.
This was a solid episode.
This was a good episode.
If you watched Blindspot, you should have liked this episode. This was a good one.
But thank you so much for joining me, Mr. Mike. Where can we find you at?
You can find me everywhere at One Youngster. That's ONEYOUNGSTA. Holla at me and let's talk some Blindspot.
I got you with that. I like that. I like that signature you throw on there. I'm Nick Mardi. Thank you so much for watching. This was Season 2, Episode 10 of Blindspot. You can find me everywhere at Nick Mardi 13, M-A-R-D-I 13, and The Latest Late Show on YouTube. Catch you guys later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.